So folks, how does that saying go again? The more things change, the more they remain the same. Case in point, going back to 1944, Quebec Premier Maurice Duplessis resented the Jehovah's Witnesses, likely because the witnesses back then embarked on a massive door-to-door operation to distribute their newspaper. The church was supported by the Unionist government of Duplessis, and incredibly, the arrests of more than 400 witnesses were carried out between 1944 and 1946. But the inconvenient truth was that the witnesses weren't actually breaking any laws. And then Duplessis goes after the man who helped them seek justice, Ron Corelli, by getting his liquor license revoked. It was equal parts outrageous and scandalous. Well, we fast forward to the tape to 2021 and just look how Quebec's current Premier, Francois Legault, is behaving. But this time, it is the unvaccinated citizens who are playing the role of the Jehovah's Witnesses. And as you just saw, Legault's goon squad doesn't like any negative media coverage taking place on the grounds of the National Assembly, so they shut it down. Unbelievable. And joining me now with more on this story is our Quebec-based reporter, Alexa Lavoie. Bonjour, Alexa.
Bonjour.
So, Alexa, lots to unpack here. Let's begin with your treatment by those security guards. Now, I could tell you were absolutely furious with those guards following you around, and your fury was indeed justified. But what's the problem with anyone filming outside the National Assembly in the first place?
But I think it's mostly because it was the same day that I bring the petition at the Parliament, where 6 officers and police came towards me, and they were keeping following me everywhere. And I think they just saw me on the Parliament. And I don't know if you know, but during this day, they actually panic if they saw anybody filming or taking picture around the Parliament. So it's why they keep it following me. But I was like, not again. So I get really mad because I was like, I'm just trying to do my job, and you try to interrupt me every time that I'm doing my job. And I was like, tourists come, they take movie, they take picture, and you don't stop them, but you will come and stop me because you consider Rebel News as a not accredited media, and I should not be around. So we are kind of dangerous media.
So it's amazing then. Tourists, you can come and film the statue, no problem. Accredited media to the National Assembly, they can film the statue, no problem. Rebel News, as a member of the independent press, that's a problem. Unbelievable. Yeah. But you know what? That's a bizarre sidebar to the main point of your story. And I thought you made an excellent point, Alexa. Going back to the 1940s, this jihad by Duplessis against the Jehovah's Witnesses, it was incredible. It was an incredible overreach of power, an abuse of authority, you name it, and the courts eventually shut him down. But like you mentioned, we're seeing a repeat of history, aren't we, with Legault? It's not a religious group that he's concerned with. He's going after the unvaccinated. What do you make of this?
It's actually he's going against the non-vaccinated people, but the people who try to help them, as restaurants who say, I will not ask for your medical record, it's already okay. We license your liquor license, and it's always the first thing that they will do to restaurant. Your liquor license, it's out, and we will give you a fine as well. But it's actually the same process that what Duplessis did before. So, and now they actually infringe the right of all unvaccinated people, and because they probably think that more we will put some restriction, more they would decide to get the vaccine. But I don't think it's working.
Hey folks, that was an excerpt from my show, Rebel Roundup. Now, to get the full meal deal, why not go to Rebel News Plus, sign up, and never miss a Rebel News Plus show in the future.